Welcome in, YouTube, and welcome back. We have returned for another day of blueprints. Can you believe we are on day 25? How long? When did this game come out? How long has it been? Time is a blur. This thing is incredible, and I just cannot get enough. Oh my god. Here we go. We start this run with 4 gems and 6 coins. We are going to go to the garage. I've lost count of where we are in time and space because I've been playing this so much. It's unbelievable. Keep in mind, I've said this every run. We have seen the schoolhouse once here. A single time, and it has never appeared again. So much so that I'm starting to think it might be a bug. So much so that I'm starting to think it might be a bug. Right, we don't have any particular step things. The shelter is for people who aren't skilled players, but we are skilled players. So we take the tool shed since it's 2 special items. 2 specialty items. I see 2 tools in the chat. Ha! And they both said tool. It's the battery pack. Right, we're making a combo. We're making one of the combos. Mar, we got the trophy room, and one of the trophies is make all 8 things you can make in the crafting room. So we now know there are 8 different, like, recipes. At some point we should probably write them down, actually, because we've made quite a few of them. Oh yeah, it's 8. Of course it's 8. Yeah, one of them's the jackhammer. Yeah, we should write all 8 of them down at some point. Yeah, of course, I never even thought. Yeah, of course it's 8. For those of you that don't know, the number 8 seems to be entirely pivotal to this whole game. For you know. So the room we want is the master's bedroom. Room 8. It was a K, but it was thinner than the other letters. We got to do room 8 on level 8, which is this level right here. So what? We've got to get the gallery to get the key to then get up to floor 7, pray for a locked door, so that we can then use that key on the locked door to unlock room 8. Okay, let's do that. Corridor, right? Corridor, nice and easy. Gets us in the corner. I want the corner. I'm going straight through to the corner. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. We're going to the corner. I want it. Oh, damn it. 2 dead ends. Okay, I guess we're going breakfast nook for some bacon and eggs. Right, spare green room would keep us going north. Bedroom would bring us back round. Drawing room would obviously do all 3. Spare. Okay, 2 spare. I'm a simple man to please. If I see 2 people in a row post the same thing, it's getting picked. There is a general enough consensus when I see 2 that I'm like, oh, we could get the veranda early and smash this. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms, including the shovel. Yeah, I think we take this right now before we take any other green rooms. It's 2 gems, but I think it's worth it. You never know, we might get the shovel in here. Oh no, we didn't, but we got the bloody hammer. Oh, we need the crafting room. We need the room where we craft stuff. Couple of dig spots. Yeah, we need the room where we craft stuff. Absolutely. Right, chapel, guest bedroom for the dead end, commissary. Yeah, we don't really have the money for the commissary. We could just spend the gem. Technically there's someone falling, but we've never seen them. Yeah, that is the thing. No, Q-Moo, it's not spooky, it's just puzzling. However, there is one room with this one machine that when we click on it, it shows us spooky cutscenes. And they are spooky. But the entire rest of the game is just puzzles. But yes, it has sort of been suggested that there is someone in this house watching us do all this. Yeah, it's got a bit of spook. It's got a bit of spook. I see 2 chapels in the row. That'll do. I'm going to go back, though. You know how we feel about the chapel. We'll go back. Smart to place it there, but let's, like, you know, let's see what we're up to first. Right, pantry for north, hallway to get straight across to the corner and get us a key. It's probably hallway, right? It's probably hallway. It's probably hallway. Hall. Yeah, cool. Okay, bedroom will take us round. Guest will take us in. Bedroom will take us round, but we lose both our gems. Oh, I see 2 musics in a row. We can get the key from music. Yeah, true, we could get a key from music. We'll run out of all the... Right, okay, fine, we'll use our last 2 gems. Let's do it. Let's do it. I believe for... Sanctuary key. Yeah, we got the sanctuary key in here last time, right here. No, what are you? Are you just a silver key? That's still good. That's still good. There was another key over here. Okay. The sanctuary key was there. What are you beeping at? Oh, this. Right, so remember, the only music notes we need left are 6 and 7. And if there's a 9, 10 plus. Yeah, there's a random chance of it being one of the good ones and one of the bad ones. Does that vanillin say Sinka? Yeah, they probably all say Sinka. It's just got like an S on it. Right. We're looking for green rooms, I guess. We can't afford security. Guest bedroom dead ends us. I guess it has to be pantry. Have we figured out the chairs here? No, but I'm still convinced that's a puzzle. Yeah. Random chance for good keys. It's the motif. The music. Right, coins and apples. Let's sync back up with the hallway. Hopefully we can go north from here. We got the den to link up with the hallway and go straight across. It is not the guest bedroom. Oh, look. Interesting. Den would take us across and link with the hallway. Courtyard would take us up and down and link with the hallway. That's probably better. You want den? Isn't courtyard better? Yeah, courtyard's... Surely courtyard's the answer here. Oh, it costs a gem. Oh, I'm glad Vanillis is... Yeah, I'm glad a few of us are... This is why we do this as a group. Not a single one of us is good enough to beat this on our own. But as a group of like 10 of us, we're on it. I'm telling you that's a keyhole. I'm telling you that's a bloody keyhole. Right. So for over here, we've got bedroom to link back. Oh no, we can afford the gem. Okay. So it's the drawing room. It's the drawing room purely so we can keep going north and don't cut ourselves off here. Yeah, the gem, yeah. Yeah, let's take the drawing room and go north for sure. It has to be. It has to be. Now remember, y'all, we found that if we pull this candlestick, we get access to this safe. Let's not just start entering random dates, but we now know that it's a date. It is a date somewhere. And it's probably a date belonging to whoever this room is associated with. The problem is, Ijin, we remembered that gate ATES and this gate are spelt differently. So I think it's just a red herring, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be the Mr. Gate, like the dude, you know, what's his name? Count Gates. Right. The guest bedroom would dead end us. Bedroom would get us round there. Armory would... People are going to want armory because it's new and cool, right? Yep, armory it is. Right, so... We've got the one for... That's the hammer, basically. No. We've got a hammer. I left an item behind. What item? I'm taking the step. What item? Sorry, YouTube. Mar in the chat's making me go back. Because there's a key on the floor and he's absolutely right. Okay, cool. I'll just shut up. I'll just shut up and do what I'm told to do. Right. The shield that gets us through a red room. The shield that gets us through a red room. That could be one. That could be one. Or we've got the torch, which we know lights candles and fuses. This really is like a quest progress thing. But, oh. I don't know if you guys... I don't know which of you were here and weren't here, but we entered the greenhouse. And there was another one of those stone walls, like that was in the secret garden, that could obviously be smashed in with a big mega hammer. So we need the big mega hammer and the greenhouse to get into another secret place. Anyway, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need anything in here, honestly. But let's remember that it's here. Right, kennel, dead end, billiard room at least takes us round. It has to be billiard. It has to be billiard, yeah. Kennel would be good because we've got the shovel, but like... No, we don't have the shovel. Okay, good, I was wrong. Shit, I almost picked the kennel because we had the shovel. And we do not. Right, okay, here we go. So this one's 3. And then it's 18... Minus 10 is 8. Minus 7 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Mathematics! 2 minus 9. Wait, so is the order how far up the board? Yeah, it goes across the board. Okay, so it's 2 times 15 is 30. Divided by 3 is 10. Minus 9 is 1. Have I just fucked that? Purple is divide, right? Purple is divide? That was right, okay. Purple is divide. So it's 9 divided by 9 is 1. Times 18 is 18. Divided by 9 is 2. Oof. Oh! We want security. We want security. Oh, and we want to go back down to the elevator. Right. So will we just bedroom to connect to the chapel and then continue north from the chapel? Yeah, because the other two will just dead end at you. Yeah, okay. Oh, whoa. Well, that'll do, that'll do. We've got 5 keys now. Right. Chapel sucks. Chapel sucks. You suck, chapel. Boo. Get away from my money. Oh, special keys. Hello. No, wait. No, let's not waste this here. Let's not waste this here. I think once we destroy the piggy bank, the chapel will be free. I do not think so. I like your optimism, but I don't think so. But you never know. Right, it's got to be the morning room, right? Green rooms, veranda, morning room, items. It's got to be the morning room. We've already placed the veranda. Remember, it gets destroyed permanently. Yeah, so I think that means that we won't get any more money. That's the gamble. Where they go? No, that's the gamble, Mar. If that's the entire point of it. Once you break, you don't get the coins after that. That's the you only get to do it once. You get all the coins you've put in until that point, and that's it. And then you go back to paying, but you can never get it back again. There would be no gamble if it was just free after we broke it. We could just break it right now. Yeah, I know, I see it, I know, I see it, I know. Have we ever dug up nothing before? Shit. Nothing. Emptiness. Right. We have to spend 2. We have to spend 2 to press on. The run is over if we don't spend here, unfortunately. Those cupboards look real sus. Yeah, these ones here. Something up here does look... Yeah, I see that. I feel that. I feel that. We have 2 to spend. 2. Can we get back down that way? No, bedroom was a dead end. Okay, so... Let's see if either of these are free. Yep, this one is. We've got boudoir to continue north. We got library. Remember, that's our upgraded boudoir. We got library. We got commissary. It's probably the boudoir for the dice, right? Dice is like the best thing we can get when we're scared of a run ending. Bood. I see 2 boods. 2 boods in a row is good enough for me. Should open the other door first. Should open the other door first. Although maybe we want these dice just in case for the other door. Right. Are you locked? You are locked. Okay. Okay. Library though, yeah, but that would have been an absolute dead end. That would have been scary. Right. Bunk dead end. Gymnasium gets us left and right. Lab, obviously, for the lab. Yeah. It's probably lab, right? It's probably lab. Oh, we can't afford the lab. Okay, yeah, it's gym then. It's gym. Yeah, we can't afford the lab, right? So we'll gym here then, and then we'll go back to the boudoir. We'll gym here, and then we'll go back to the boudoir. Screw you, gym. Yeah, silver key's probably wasting it. Let's use it 1 floor up if we can. Oh, that is not ideal. Yeah, I just realized that too, Engine. I just realized that too. Yeah, library. We definitely think there's something through this bookcase, because I picked up an item through this wall once. It was really weird. Hey, there's the book we ordered. There's the book we ordered. The History of Orindia. Holy shit. Oh my god, look. It's got the stamp from the like government that we've heard is the big villain government, the red bad government. And would you look, the book's all blacked out. Oh, there's a note in the book. Holy shit, right, hold on, there's a note in the book. Right, hang on. Hang on. Right, Herbert got it in February, Mary Jones got it in January, Detective Bon Margle again? And then us, in 93. Herbert's our uncle, that's our big man, that's the guy whose house it was, right? 81. Right, okay, so It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public... Yeah, okay, so 8 dates, yeah, absolutely. Although that guy's name's been on a bunch of these, so it's like, it could be any of them. You know, he's rented most of these books at some point. Forward. Blank, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters, is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king, Blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the blank, 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 a new kingdom was born. Maybe the magnifying glass? Maybe? Magnifying glass is my best guess here. But maybe not. It looks too like... Are we still thinking there might be a black light in the game? It was the 4th king, Blank, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province, and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, blank, 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 blank. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted the southern region of Erasia, a land steeped in tradition. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of the 3 distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued the tradition, and the Third Era was defined by shitloads of blanks. Commerce between the 3 realms further strengthened their bonds and laying the foundation for the promise of prosperous and bright futures. Hey, yo, it's the thing. It's the symbol. It's the symbol on the thing. The one that looks like an hourglass on her diary and the locket of the man. It's that symbol. Someone probably already pointed that out in the chat, didn't they? Right, there's a note here. I'm taking the note. Let's look at the note. Let me look. Show letter. Whoa. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted book was quite impressive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy of the history of Orindia, could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a test, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I'll say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margol of the Red Guard. What the hell? As the kingdom blank entered the 4th Era, blank, 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 blank. King who offered seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Why is this all blanked out? Yeah, he came to look for a missing daughter, I think. Yep, and our father. Our mother, sorry. But yes. Thankfully... This is all just history and history. Even with the tide turning in their favour, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had 1. Maybe something happened with our family? And a can for a boost. What the hell? The current era. It's still all blacked out, and it is still going. Right, so when we figure out whatever it is that lets us see this, we need to come back to this page. There's obviously something right here. Yeah, this might be the magnifying glass, but I'm not, you know, that's our best guess so far, but I don't know if it's gonna... I don't know. Maybe we build something with a magnifying glass. Anyway, story time's over. Let's play on. I'm gonna silver key here so we get a big 3. Oh my god, it's the Chamber of Mirrors. It's the Chamber of Mirrors. It's the Chamber of Mirrors. What? Oh my god. We have to come at this from all 4 directions to then be able to get in and push the button in the middle. We're gonna have to do, like, we're gonna have to loop round on this room and come at it from all the different angles, it looks like. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, right, okay. Oh. Oh. So if I press it again... Yeah, it's just going to close that one. Yeah, no bother. Okay, cool, perfect. Right, okay, so let's open that then. And let's go back. We almost ended the run there. We almost ended the run there. Hello, Jim. Hello, oh! Garage if we can, then. Garage if we can. Right. We're gonna have to do a miracle run here to get round to the Chamber of Mirrors. We're gonna need a series of great doors to get here, but let's do it. We've got 2 dice for rerolls, so you never know. Right, something that takes us north. Anything that takes us north. Laboratory takes us north. We've got no gems, god damn it. Right. Okay, reroll it is. Anything that takes us north. Literally anything that takes us north. Are you freaking serious? Last redraw. Last redraw. Chamber of Mirrors, 8-hour lunch, like, but we had to see it. We had to know. Now we know we've got to plan a run for the Chamber of Mirrors. Like, we've got to plan getting the chamber in the middle and building round it. Can we get 2 chapels with 2 piggy banks? That'd be amazing. Yes! Oh, thank God. Right, okay. So, pantry gets us some money, den gets us a gem. Will we pantry just for the sake of, like, min-maxing our numbers? Because den's obviously 3, so 1's wasted, but pantry's just... we need the gems. Gems, we need the gems. Den. Okay, okay. Everyone's... Yes. We've not come across any more of those breakable boxes. Fuck. Well, that's a run of the video game. The game's getting harder. The game's getting harder. I kind of love it, honestly. You want to test a theory? Tell me it first, because I'm very close to ending the run right now. So let me hear it. I'm going to torch back to the book and see if it does it. Back to the book. Oh. You want to go buy that torch and bring it to the book. You know what? Why not? Right, that won't take long at all. Let's try that. Why not? You know, that's not a terrible idea. You know what? That's not a terrible idea. I've gone the wrong way, though. Shut up, church. Shut up, church. Leave my money alone. You should try going the right way. You get out of here. You get out of here. That run sucked. It's not hard. Our options just suck. Yeah, it's more just like before a good run was every run because there was always something new to us. Now, like, we're actually gonna have to try to be rewarded with new stuff. The first, like, 25 runs, every single thing was exciting and new. Now it's like we have to try digging a little bit harder, just a little bit deeper to get to what we want. Ah, come on. That's a shame, that's a shame. Something to lighten the fountain, nah. Okay, y'all. That's a pretty... Now we can go to the elevator with the key card. Well, we went down there before and pressed it and nothing happened. I don't think... Oh, but it might be the red door. We can just try. Yeah, I mean, sure, let's... Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Right, let's give it a... It seems like it might be... It might be a fool's errand, but it could be worth... Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Me and Vanillis were so excited one run to see that elevator, and then nothing happened. It was so disappointing. We got up, we saw her, oh, donate the last of our money to the church. Isn't that smart of you? Isn't that smart of you? You can't spell smart without mar. There's a free puzzle for you. Are we actually going to be able to get down here this time? Just so I'm clear. Are we going to... Which way are we going down? Are we going down the fountain way? I'm trying to think where we're actually going here. No, fountain's full. It has to be the other way. Right, yes, sorry. My bad, my bad. Fountain's half full. Vanilla said here when we were over here. Yeah, we should have listened. You can't spell more without my wall. That's deep. That's deep. Yeah, so right, look, here we go. Here it is. Finally time. This pisses me off. This drives me mad. This is the loosest thread and it annoys me. Look, the button is pressed in. The button is in the thing, right? So we put the key card in and the button pops out. Look, I have to hit it to pop it out, watch. Now it's out, okay? So now we push it in. Now we push it in 35 times just in case. Hello? We've seen the map. We know this is the elevator. There's something up there. We need to activate it up here somewhere. We've no idea where the map is for down. Yeah, you really gotta just push the button in really hard. Get your thumb, like, push it so your thumb goes, like, white, you know? Really just get that in there. The map says this is the elevator. So it's like, it's up there. It's up there. Markings on the wall. Where? This. They look like arrows. This stuff. This is just the wall being cracked. I don't see arrows anywhere. So yep, this is the most... Wooden beam. Wooden beam. Yeah, I see the wooden beams. We need to activate the lift up there. I don't know. I just don't know. This is mad. And the fact that this being unlocked is saved forever. Yeah, the next day, Vanillus, I don't know. I really don't. This thread is crucial. You're bloody right. God damn it. Ah! Go drown, Simon. Right. To the next day. The red door. Oh, the red door. How did we get to the red door? How did we get to that red door before? We can't get to the red door. Nah, we have to come down from the well way, don't we? Yeah, we have to come down the well. Okay, cool. Right. So just to be clear, Vanillus thinks, and I might be with him quite a bit, that we need to connect the power room to the pump room. Because the pump room has all the electrical stuff on the ceiling, so we need the power room connected to the pump room at